That was some good code. What should I do with this? I should recycle it.
Alright, it's time to kill the recyclables. Oh look, we have a photo today. Our recyclables proceed to the materials recovery facility, where they are then further sorted into their respective materials such as plastic, paper, and glass. These will then be packed and shipped overseas to be recycled in a foreign country. But wait, something doesn't seem right.
Wait! Tattletale Tabby! You can't recycle that. But why? Plastic? Plastic! That's what you think. But this is what really happens.
It's time to kill the recyclables. Oh look, we have food again. Let's take a quick look. Wait, what's this? Oh well, looks like I gotta throw this whole bin away.
Wait, why did the man just throw the entire bin away? Like, wasn't my bottle recyclable?
Yes, plastic bottles are recyclable, but yours wasn't.
Huh? But why?
Let me show you.
Wait, who are you?
Oh, I'm Tattletale Tabby. Okay, but that's not important right now. So, look, here. Do you remember this?
Yeah, wasn't that the bottle that I threw in the bin?
Yeah, but even though you threw it in the recycling bin, this bottle obviously cannot be recycled. Like, look at the amount of leftover Coke left inside. This bottle is obviously contaminated. And because it's contaminated, not only this, but the entire bin of recyclables cannot be recycled along with it.
Wait, but how do they decide whether the entire bin can be recycled or not?
Oh, that's a good question. So actually, there's this thing called a 5% threshold for all recyclables. And this means that as long as a bin is more than 5% contaminated, the entire bin of recyclables can no longer be recycled anymore.
Wow, that's so tragic. But how do you know whether something has exceeded the 5% threshold or not? I mean, like, is there some kind of scanner thing?
Beep. 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 Oh, sorry. Well, unfortunately, we aren't that technologically advanced yet, but what we do basically is that we just eyeball it. So look at the bin, and if we see that the contamination level is more than 5%, we throw it out.
That sounds very unreliable.
Well, it kind of is, but that's really the best way to do it at this point in time.
Then how about things that are harder to tell?
That is up to the perception of the person themselves. So if they think that it's 5%, then they'll throw it out. But personally, to kind of make their job easier, I think we do have that personal responsibility to make sure that we don't cross over that 5% threshold.
Wow, so all this time when I thought that I was being such a great recycler, I could have been the reason why perfectly good recyclables were being thrown out?
Yep. Contamination is a real issue that even the best of us, we tend to be ignorant towards it at times. And that's really because we focus more on the quantity of recycling more than the quality, and that compromises on the quality of the recyclable. So don't worry, you're not alone.
Well, if my recycling efforts are going to cause you more recyclables being thrown out, just because of that 5% thing, then don't you think there's a problem there? I mean, you said so yourself, it's arbitrary and in my opinion, highly questionable.
You do have a good point, but although the 5% threshold is arbitrary, I think it's still necessary. So if you think about it this way, the current threshold we have lesser recyclables, but if we increase the threshold, then they will cause more bad recyclables.
Okay, I see where you're going with that. So we'll keep the threshold. Then how are we going to improve the situation?
Oh my god, okay, there are so many ideas for this, okay? So basically, right?
Oh, I know. Let's make it more convenient. I've read so many articles about this before. Like this, and this, and this. So easier recycling equals to more recyclables to make up for the recyclables that are being rejected. Wow, that's such a good idea. I'm so smart.
Unfortunately, I have bad news for you because convenience is actually the reason behind us crossing that 5% threshold because it advocates for easy but irresponsible recycling. But don't worry about it because I have an idea. So since we can't change that 5% threshold, what we can do is that we can aim for 100% recyclables instead.
I'm not sure if you realize, but that's just not going to work out.
Okay, let me put it this way. Instead of increasing the convenience to increase the quantity of recyclables, what we can do is we increase the inconvenience to increase the quality of the recyclables instead.
Oh, okay, I think I got it. So convenience equals recyclables but plus contamination. And so it just all cancels out.
Yeah.
But inconvenience equals to almost 100% recycling.
Yeah.
And the threshold won't matter anymore.
Yeah,
Hey,
you got
that
it.
could work. But how though? I mean, we can't just have green guardians going around telling people to wash your cans before recycling.
That is true, but we do have the few percentage of people who are willing to go the extra mile and do just that, which is just to wash and recycle, And if as long as these people exist and they remain, right, then the quality of recyclables will just be maintained and will go up even.
I have some doubts though. Like, you know, in our current society, convenience is key. So how can we convince people that this will be a good idea?
Okay, let's think about it this way. So, what is complete convenience? It's basically just throwing your rubbish on the floor and leaving it for someone else to pick up. And that is actually the norm for some countries. But for us, for you and I, our idea of the norm is holding the rubbish until we get to the rubbish bin and throwing it there. Yep. And so, in that case, this inconvenience, right, is actually just the norm for us. And asking us to wash and recycle and all these things, right, it's basically just asking us to take one step forward. That's all.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah, so do you think you can be one of those top percent?
Nah, not yet. But right, I have this friend, she collects Yakult cans from the people from